Welcome back to my CryptoQ Media channel. It's great to have you back. David Schwartz just announced a major change to the XRP ledger's smart contracts. Give it a little longer, and this might be XRP's big break. For XRP and the cryptocurrency market at large, what does this mean for the future? Everything will be explained in depth. I think we can start immediately. On X, the Spaces part was hosted by Ripple's Chief Tech Officer David Schwartz, who for a long period talked about massive paradigm shifts. Those keeping up with the topic know that Schwartz has always maintained that the XRP ledger should not have smart contracts. Because I was aiming for simplicity, economy, and straightforwardness, I didn't think it was feasible. He has come to appreciate smart contracts, but he finds them overly complex and prefers the simpler ones on Ethereum and Cardano. Schwartz claims that XRP, or the XRP ledger, can now easily implement smart contracts without making the system more complicated or bloated. By this logic, the XRP ledger would be marketed as a fast and efficient blockchain that can handle complicated features for specific uses without getting in the way. His target audience was symphonic financiers, and Wind and XRPL labs were self-evident. Schwartz is repeating his call for this simplified approach, which is remarkably similar to hooks, rather than trying to imitate Ethereum's intricate infrastructure. This might be the answer to the hook problem and would work well with the XRP ledger's efficient framework and identity. To get around complicated chains and heavy programming languages, developers may be able to take advantage of the XRP ledger's speed, cheapness, effectiveness, and capabilities, as well as the fact that a lot of stuff is built right into that blockchain. It will change the game forever. On the main chain, you will now have marginally more room to maneuver when building the future XRP ledger, low-cost transactions, and smart contracts. This might be a game changer in niche marketplaces where ease of use and efficiency are key. So, why is this so significant? It would appear that integrating smart contracts into a blockchain would be a straightforward process. Thus, where is the catch? I found David's talk about this today to be really interesting. Someone needs to pay for storage, which is one of the major issues that needs fixing during the X Spaces part. David Schwartz expressed concern about the storage capacity of the XRP ledger's payment model. The whole history is contained in these nodes. Someone will have to foot the bill to ensure its security as its cost rises in proportion to its load. Additionally, Ethereum's gas fees do not pay for storage costs. This kind of payment isn't natively supported by the XRP ledger. No incentive is better than none in this situation. So, it's not true that more transactions are making the XRP ledger slower. That is the crux of the matter. If you believe David Schwartz, then, the biggest problem that could happen to the XRP ledger is the growing storage requirement. That is why agility and effectiveness are paramount for them. Nevertheless, there is a catch to smart contracts. Although I do not anticipate smart contracts to have a significant impact on the price of XRP during the current bull run, I do believe that the announcement of their impending arrival will likely have a greater impact than any finished goods. In the latter 3 months of this year, I anticipate a noticeable increase. I think it will be difficult to get this done. They will need to settle on one of their framework options. Get it out on the floor, build it, and test it. A good amount of time will go by for this. The short-term value of XRP will be driven, in my opinion, by 2 factors. The first is XRP's return to the main US cryptocurrency exchanges. The XRP ledger ecosystem views this as a long-term move. It has impressed me. Yes, it has happened before. You can't afford to ignore that. During this cryptocurrency bull run, XRP will be bought directly from a major US crypto exchange for the first time. Second, the filing of an appeal by the SEC is a crucial consideration. Even if they did, it wouldn't be catastrophic. However, it would be better if they didn't. Listen carefully to it. The question will shortly have a response. In my opinion, the extremely lofty price goals for XRP would be severely limited if the SEC were to appeal Judge Torres's decision in that case. Sector. Investors may be wary about XRP or unwilling to take the risk due to the ongoing disagreement. Be sure to keep an eye on that. If the court case ends without an appeal, they may flat out refuse to list us as an ETF in 2025, which could mean we never have the chance to list. Those are the key variables that will impact XRP's price next year. It will be a long time before the fantastical world of smart contracts materializes. Come on, man. Finally, we can't forget about stablecoin, Ripple's, USD, RL, and the release of RL. Here is where Ripple will face its first big test in implementing its mission, and I think USD might be a great boon to XRP. Come on, man. They have been in court when their lives have been at stake. The situation has worsened because they haven't had enough time to focus on their business and its technology. Someone brought it up, and we heard them. That's just how things are. Those days are over. Significant headway has been achieved on the XRP ledger. How Ripple works will be demonstrated now. When will the stablecoin be released? Will they even have a chance of succeeding? I can't even begin to imagine what else is possible until I see it here. Indicators of a Ripple pivot should be carefully monitored, especially if they are linked to a settlement with the SEC. A rise in XRP's value over time, more trading activity, and chain liquidity might result from this stablecoin's success in the ecosystem. The only way for a pivot to become incredibly public is if it happens, and I have a decent feeling about whether it will or will not. Thereafter, we may not hear anything regarding any changes to their payment procedures or increased reliance on Ethereum to settle payments for a while, maybe after the upcoming bull run. Conversely, an SEC appeal is a public Ripple flip that carries two possible hazards. Be very careful with those two things. Those might limit our progress, but I honestly couldn't care less. Right now, XRP is the better option. This time, no. The rate of development is quite high. Beyond the fact that US exchanges offer direct liquidity for XRP, the courts have also established that XRP is not a security. Some people are finally starting to feel secure enough to trust again, and Grayscale is just one illustration of that. This is a significant improvement compared to our pre-litigation state in December of 2020. Because of that, the value of XRP took a major hit. Right now, something isn't in stock. Finally, I'd like to say that I'm optimistic about XRP's prospects for the next altcoin growth cycle and value, but I would warn you to keep an eye on the two threats I listed earlier. Finally, an update on smart contracts from David Schwartz. That's exciting. The XRP ledger's whole strategy relies on it. The SEC case and relistings are the real players here, and they're generating a major change in the short term by forming side chains out of all kinds of materials. For the time being, let's disregard that, but an RLUSD stablecoin has narrative and practical advantages that shouldn't be overlooked. By devoting more resources to this ecosystem, we can increase chain liquidity, facilitate more XRP trade on chain, and create many more exciting things. By the way, what are your views on the Ripple network, and more especially smart contracts? Will this be just the beginning, or will they drastically change the trajectory of events? We are quite grateful for the viewers' presence here. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. Until then, take care.